Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ifeanyi Artistry. If this is your first time seeing my video, you are highly welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming here. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I transformed my gorgeous clients. I guess you should keep watching and see how I transformed her makeup process. Okay guys, so first thing first, I started with cleaning her face with my micellar water and wipes, and after that I went ahead with toning her face with a Taya special toner, and I'm using a cotton wool to do that. So after toning, I actually use the fan. I use the fan to dry it up. So I just use the tone, like toning the face is just like removing hidden dirt from the skin. After that, I went into her moisturizer using the Zaron hydrating serum. Is a moisturizer, like I use that as a moisturizer as well. So just putting that all over the face, because like I will need her face to be very hydrated. The reason why I use this moisturizer first before I go into the next moisturizer I was going to use, like I wanted to create the base of her moisturizer, like of her hydration that I want to create. So after putting that on, I use my hand to blend it into the skin, like carefully blend it into the skin. My clients used to have a very oily skin, sorry, a very dry skin, not oily. So after this, I went into her using this product, this nail correct snail moisturizer as well. This is a very intense hydrating moisturizer, so I'm using that as well to hydrate her skin as well, to moisturize her face, of course. So my clients have a very dry skin. Like when I say dry, I mean dry, like I've been doing her makeup for ages, and like there have never been a time I did her makeup and like her face is not over dry after the makeup. Like her face dries off immediately I'm done with her makeup, and I don't used to like that, so matte, excessively matte finish. So so I have to go in with like enough hydrating product to make sure like I achieve something great. Okay guys, so after that I went into using this Merak skin prep as her oil control, sweat control, sorry, not oil control. I was just trying to control the sweat, and after I just placed it the places I know the sweat will be coming out from, the places that produce sweat. Okay guys, so after that I went into the classic mattifying product. It's a very good mattifying product, so I'm putting that in the places that I know oil, the places that produce oil the more, just the places that actually produce more oil. Okay, so like her brows, I don't want any oil at all there, like not even at all. And I had already put like enough hydration on her face, and that equally includes her brow area. So I have to dry that up, and then equally sprayed her face with my Kiss Beauty setting spray. I sprayed and then let her use the fan and dry it up. And while waiting for the face to dry up, I clean her body, and I'm using the TM Essential Glaze, cheek glaze or something. I'm using that to to glow her skin, because I want her face to be like lit, beautiful. So after that I mix in her foundation. I don't know, can't remember the foundation I used. It has been quite long. I did the face as well. So I mixed in her foundations, and then I went into blending. Like I placed that on the face, and I'm using a damn beauty blender to blend her face. Guys, I'm going to try and find out the foundations I use, and I'm going to be putting that in the description bar below. Okay, so I started blending her face. I'm using the made a very damn beauty blender, and I'm blending generously on her face. Guys, I'm taking this slow. Like while blending, I like to go slow. Her skin has this like very her skin has this like very pore, like her pores are so not visible. So I was trying my best to make sure like I blend very well to avoid like product like covering anywhere. Okay guys, so after that I'm going into her concealer. I first of all use the Nuban Beauty concealer in shade 02, and I blend that in. Then I went into the second concealer, the Younger Beauty concealer in the shade 01. I put that in the inner part, and I'm just going to leave that there for a bit to get tacky before I begin to go in. So I'm just placing that there, and then after that I place in the outer part the Nuban Beauty concealer again in the shade 043. Yeah, that one is a bit more very, like I think it's just a shade lighter than her skin tone, so I just place them there, and then I'm gonna blend out the ones in the outer part and then allow the one in the inner part to get well before I begin to play. Actually guys, like, I don't know the reason why I follow this process or the reason why I'm doing it this way, because like this is not the routine I use when I'm doing my blend, because at the end of the day I would really think that I actually put like a lot of product on her face at the end of the day, because like I was just trying to, you know, do it small, take it one step at a time. But at the end of the day, like, my process is still my process. Like, this is the way I do makeup, but you know, at the end of the day, the thing it came out very, very nice. Okay guys, so I'm just moving on. I keep blending the concealer on her face. I just make sure I push it in, and making sure there is no, you know, demarcation or any harsh line anywhere, because like you have to understand that blending is actually the key to everything. Like everything makeup, you have to blend very, very well. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm using a very a foundation shade. I think is the Avon Cosmetics foundation, because that's mostly the foundation I use for the contour, in the shade 020. Yeah, that's the shade. So I'm using that to blend as her contour shade, and I'm just placing it the places that her contour on her cheek and then her forehead, and I'm equally going to do her nose bridge, just to contour her face with that, to make sure I sculpt the face by placing the products, the contouring product on the face, just to, you know, make sure that the face structure you know, is like well pronounced and all that. Okay guys, so after that I'm going to use my beauty blender and blend it into her skin. I'll just like keep pushing it in, just gradually. Like, I'm not doing it like it's not forced, it's not, you know, I'm just taking it gradually, one step at a time. And I'm going to make sure that like whatever I'm blending or, you know, contouring that I'm doing at this point is actually kind of, you know, the shade is somehow getting close to her body, you know. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm going to just be contouring the nose. I'm going to be contouring the nose at this point, you know. Just place the product there and blend it down with my beauty blender as well, just blending and nothing really, you know, serious and all that. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm going to just, you know, keep blending. One thing I love with this, you know, contouring, nose contouring, just to make sure that there is no harsh line. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm going to be using this blush from TM Essential. The name is Wash Me Blush. I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be blending that into on her cheeks as her blush. You know, I'm just gonna take it easy. Like, if after blending it in and I notice that it's too much, you know, I'm going to just blend and make sure that the shades are okay. I don't know if you understand me. Okay guys, so I'm just going to be blending, and after blending, I'm now going to go into her highlight again and blend it in as well. You know, remember that I had some products left behind there, so I'm just going to go ahead and push that into her skin again, and make sure there is no creasing line before I begin to set the whole products I put there. You know, just, you know, wash and see, is nothing really serious. Okay guys, so moving on, I'm going to be using the Mercier setting powder in the shade Rosette. Lucent, I think. Not Rosette, Lucent, I think. Yeah, so I'm using that to, you know, set the product on her face, to set the highlighted areas. Guys, I don't know where my mind is. So I'm going to be using that to set the highlighted areas, and I'm just taking it easy, guys. Like, this setting powder is equally one of the best, guys, one of the best. So I'm using that to set that the face, you know, just pushing it in, and carefully pushing it in, so that like I don't swipe, I just like I'm tapping it on the face, and when I bring the product, I dust it out before I begin to place it on the face. This is one of the mistakes that people make. Like, just make sure you tap out the product before you begin to place on the face, so that like it's going to give you more, you know, setting look than packing it, because at that point you're not baking, you're just setting. I don't know if you understand. So like, just placing it on the like tapping the excess out, and then blending with the remaining one, like, is the best thing. That's the best way. Okay guys, so before I place any product on at any area at any point, I just make sure that I, you know, go ahead and blend again with my beauty sponge before I begin to set in place. Okay guys, so I'm done with presetting the face. I'm going to go ahead and then set the rest of her face with my powder palette. That's the Becharmageless Cosmetics powder palette. I'm just picking out her own shade, like I don't think they have names, so I'm picking out the shade that's supposed to be her shade, and that's what I'm setting with. Okay, so I'm going to be setting with the shade that is close to her, like the same shade with her body, like whatever shade her body has, that's what I have to try and mimic and make sure that this her low light has that very shade as well. Okay guys, so after that I'm going to be setting her contour. So I'm going to be looking for the shades that have the contour shade, and I'm going to be setting that, you know, I'm going to be setting the place as well with her contour shades. Just like I don't just set like with any setting powder, I go in with the shade that's supposed to be her contour shade, you know, because I can't equally set with a bright shade and then, you know, go ahead again and start making the contour again. So I just go ahead and set with the powder that's supposed to be her contour powder or something. Okay guys, so after that I equally set the nose equally with the contour shade, and after doing that I went ahead with the Zulu palette to, you know, add blush to her face as well. And that is it basically. I'm just going to keep swiping and until I'm satisfied with the outcome that I'm seeing, and then at least I will know that, you know, I'm okay with what I have. Okay guys, so in my last video, if you guys will remember, I have recorded or, you know, uploaded a video of her brows. That's why like the video of the brows is not here. I've already uploaded the video of her brows, like I've already done that, and you guys have to go back and watch the video. I guess you'll remember when I uploaded that. Okay guys, so after that I'm just, you know, using the same setting powder, that's the setting powder from mercier, and I'm using that to, you know, bake her face now, because like I have to do her eyeshadow, you know, so I just have to, you know, need to catch her fallout and all that. Okay guys, so okay, so moving on, I'm going to be using the Becharm white as her eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to be placing that on her eyelid and, you know, gently place that and make sure I blend it out very well, because one of the issues that people have when doing eyeshadow is when you don't, you know, blend out very well. Like that's a problem. You have to make sure your blending game is on point, you know, and after that you have to go in with another brush and make sure I blend out. Like I don't want to see any harsh line or anything before I begin to, you know, place my eyeshadow. I want to place an eyeshadow on a clear and smooth canvas. Okay guys, working with Morphe James Charlse palette. I think you guys are going to already say that I have something like in common with this palette, because I use this palette a lot. I have thousands of eyeshadow palettes. Like I don't know why, like this palette seems to be my favorite palette. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's because like this is one of the most expensive palette I have. Like I don't know if that is why. So I have to use my money out of it. out of it. I don't know, but let's pray that I'm going to equally be using other palette that I have. Okay guys, so I'm just going ahead and I'm blending the products on her eyes. I'm using the product that I show you guys to make her transition, guys, and I'm just taking it one step at a time. Like I'm just being careful. This is the product that I'm using from still the same palette, and I'm using that to now, you know, deepen the crease, her transition crease. I'm just, you know, making the crease more deeper, and equally I'm bringing that towards her outer V side. You know, I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like I'm using a darker shade now. Initially I used that transition shade. I went upper, and I was just blending to just make a transition, and after that I'm going into something that is a bit darker, and I'm, you know, blending and just making sure that I buff it out, and, you know, just to have a more darker and darker shade in the outer V, because the outer V should be a bit darker. You know, that's one of the sweetest and the best thing to do in eyeshadow. So if you make your outer V a bit darker, anyway, depending on the eye look you are going for, you know, it's not a must, but depending on the eye look you are going for. So but the eye look I'm going for in today's video, I was, you know, making sure that the outer V part is a bit darker. You can see the transition. Like I've placed series of colors on her eyes, and, you know, like it transits from one to the other. This is one of my best bets in makeup. Just make sure that when you do your transition and when you place your eyeshadow, there is no demarcation between your colors. Like blend it very well like a pro, you know. So guys, after that I'm going in with this particular shade. I was now placing this particular shade on her eyes, in the inner corner of her eyes, you know. So when I was in this, I was actually trying to mimic a particular look that I saw online, but I don't know if I really got it correct. I think I did, but yeah, that is it. And when I finished the eye look, guys, I loved it on my clients. Like if I love it on my clients, of course, yeah, it's okay for me. So I placed the eye look, and then, you know, this is it. Bam. Then I'm going into this shade to, you know, smudge out her under eye, and, you know, just smudging out the under eye, basically. Nothing serious, but yeah, something is serious because I'm doing her look and everything is okay. Okay guys, so I keep on with smudging and, you know, smudging and blending. Yeah, at this point I'm just moving on with, from her outer V part, I'm coming down. Like this is the best way, one of the best way to actually do that. So you have to come down from the outer V and then, you know, join your under eye blending or whatever. So like when you join that, that actually makes more sense. Okay guys, so after that I have to you know, line her eyes using my Zaron gel liner. You know, I'm just lining, and I asked her to close her eyes so that, you know, I can actually get in where I want to get in. Like it's not as if like closing the eyes is not the best way to do this, but instead of your clients or your models to, you know, be blinking their eyes, they better close it, and you can lift and do what you have to do. I think it's better that way than, you know, them blinking when you are doing it. Okay guys, so after that I have to equally, you know, blend the, I have to equally line the other eyes. Yeah, so I'm just taking it easy and taking it slow with my lining, just to make sure that I achieve a very nice and perfect something. You know, this is one of the best things. Yeah, just achieve something nice. So after that I actually went into my lip stain, and, you know, my lip stain, and then, you know, line her under eyes. I'm using a lip stain. And guys, one thing, like when you use like a bright color, like, you know, something that is peachy or something that is nude as her under eyes, just know that it's going to make the eyes like look bigger. And she already has a big eyes. I was supposed to actually use a dark shade to make sure that the reason why I tell you guys about the mistakes I think I see when I make my videos and when I work is so that you guys will understand and not do these mistakes. Okay, so when somebody has a big eyes, just make sure that when you are doing the downlining, use black. It's going to make the eyes look smaller. When you use a bright shade like white, peach, you know, nude, all these colors will make the eyes look bigger. Okay, yeah, so that's just a tip. And then after that I put on her lashes, smudge out her eyes, like marry her two lashes, the upper and then her main lashes, the false lashes. Yeah, so I married the two of them together, and then I'm equally smudging out, or, you know, I'm equally using mascara on her lower lash line to just, you know, smoke it out and, you know, make sure it's intact and everything is okay. So when I was done with that, I have to just go ahead and equally blend or dust out the excess setting powder on her face. Like guys, this is the first time. I think I've done her makeup like severally, I can't even count, but this is one of the first time I've done her makeup, and this, her face did not overbake. Like I said, like she has a very dry skin that even if, like I said, I used to put the setting powder only when I was ready with her eyeshadow. I think that is equally what I did, because I think, yeah, that is what I did. Okay, yeah, when I do that, still before I am done with the eyeshadow, guys, like her face has already overbaked. So I think I use a lot of like hydrating products, and her face did not overbake. Like it's okay, it came out nice, like and I was telling her when I was doing the makeup, this is the first time I think I've done your makeup and it didn't overbake. Like your face is okay, everything is sweet, like her nose is good, best, like it normally her nose area goes and like it overbakes and all that. Okay guys, so after this I'm just using my concealer and my concealer brush to, you know, wing out her eyes. You know, I'm just lining the eyes from the place it is, just to, you know, wing it out, and this look makes a difference when you do that. Like it makes a big difference. I don't know, yeah, of course I saw it in a video and I tried it out, and yeah, I love it. And I tried it out and it looks so beautiful and so nice. Okay guys, so after that I decided to, you know, re-emphasize on her blush. I just added a little, just a little something on there, and then, you know, that is it. Basically added something small, and then I'm equally using the cheek glaze in the shade Bubble from TM Essential, in the shade Bubbles or something. Yeah. Yeah, I just added that there just to add my oil glow. I love what I used to like how this comes out on my videos. Like, it makes her glow from within, even though like sometimes it's good to add it when you're doing the makeup, but like I sometimes try to stay away from trouble, and I add it when I'm done with the makeup. Yeah, so okay guys, so after that I used my Morphe spray, and I sprayed my Morphe spray on her face, and is looking nice. And after that I'm equally using my beauty sponge as I'm drying it up to, you know, tap on her face, and you know, it's okay. So after that we fixed her hair, and then we moved over to her glow. I'm just adding her glow. Yeah, just placing that glow there. Like guys, yeah, I think the light is equally making the glow to look, oh my god, much. But the thing is not much at the end of the day, I promise you guys. So I added the glow on her forehead and on her nose bridge, her jawline, everywhere. Like, I added the glow there, every place it's supposed to be. I actually added on her cupid bow because I want that to be lifted before I begin to, you know, line her lips. Okay, after that I begin to line the lips, guys. I just, you know, went ahead with my why do I use a lot of brownish shades when I'm doing lips? I don't really know. Why is it that most people, like especially me myself, like when I like something I mostly use it on like everybody, and that kind of becomes a signature for the person. I don't know what's up. I don't know honestly. Like, I have a different and a lot of shades and things for lips, but you know, when you love something you always do that. I'm going to try change, and I'm going to try and change someday, you know, probably someday. Okay guys, so after that I'm just lining the lips basically, and I'm trying to tell you guys stories. Yeah, I'm just lining the lips, and that is it. Basically nothing really much anymore, because at this point I'm already done with the makeup, guys. Like, and I am loving the outcome, guys. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. So after that I went ahead with blending or smudging out the lips, and I'm equally bringing like an orange shade. So guys, like, you can just get any orange shade. Like this product, I said this in all my videos, it's not a must that you must get, because I understand that most people that watch my videos, most of them are not in Nigeria. So you can get my you can get any products you see from anywhere you are. Honestly, and you know, do your makeup, it's not a must that you must get a brand I'm using, because most of my brands are Nigerian brands. Okay guys, so after that I added this peach shade, and then equally a more pinky shade in the inner part, and I blend them together, and I asked my client to smack her lips. She's smacking the lips, and I asked her to give me a smile. She has to smile, and then I blend out. No, I blend them both together. Yeah, basically I blend it together, you know, just that, guys. And like, just me looking at this look at the end of the day, guys, this is looking like, it's looking classy in my eyes. I don't know for you, but like in my eyes, like, this is looking beautiful and classy. Okay guys, so after this, guys, like, I have been dreaming for a particular lip gloss. Oh, it's not even part of the it's not yet time for the lip gloss. I wanted to already start telling you guys about the lip gloss, but oh yeah, I have to say this. So you see this Fenty lip gloss, guys, I've really been dreaming about this lip gloss, and I got it, guys. Like, I think I've equally used it in one video. Yeah guys, but like, I got this lip gloss and I used this, and guys, this lip gloss is giving, like, oh my god, like when I placed this on her lips, oh, I just loved, like, I loved it. And after, guys, I used the Soo Pro setting spray, guys. This setting spray wore the hype. Like, you see the hype they have been giving it, like, it wore the hype. I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you, it's worth the hype. Did you see how this setting spray just like melted and just brought everything together? It sets everything together, I'm telling you. And guys, this is the end, like unedited. When I said this is the end, guys, this is the end. I hope you love this video as much as I do. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, put on your post notifications, because I'm going to be dropping mad ass content all the time. See you next time. Bye.